Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. This teenage thief probably thought an elderly man would be the perfect target, but he underestimated dear old Albert. The 83-year-old sprung into action when he caught a crook trying to steal his ute.
The juveniles are getting out of hand, and something has to be done.
My worst case scenario was my husband landing up in hospital and not coming home.
If I'd have got hold of him, I could have handled myself quite well.
Albert Price is about as gutsy as they come.
You've got to get out of my yard. If you don't, you're going to cop this, and it bloody will hurt.
At 83, the veteran is certainly full of bravado.
I'm not frightened. I've done 9 years in the army. They taught me a lot. I know how to handle myself.
And lucky he does, because his home recently became a battleground. While going about his nightly chores, eagle-eyed Albie spotted something unusual.
I noticed the ignition lights were on my ute. I thought, that's funny. It should be locked.
And that's when it dawned on him. He wasn't alone.
I seen this movement at the back, and that's a body. There's a bloke, young bloke there. I said, what are you doing here?
Caught red-handed, Albie claims he found a teenager attempting to steal his car.
He was going to take a swing at me, a punch, and I ducked back, but then I wasn't worried about what he was going to. If he'd hit me, I'd have just hit him back.
Bold as anything, the grandfather didn't think twice before taking on the crook who broke into his Townsville family home, stealing his car keys from wife Merle's handbag.
I noticed the passenger door was open. He must have unlocked it. I opened the door. I jumped in, tried to grab him. T-shirt slipped out of my hand, he was gone.
Unable to start the engine because of a steering wheel lock, the would-be car thief made a dash down the side of the house with Albie in hot pursuit.
I couldn't run as fast as them. I only had slippers on. I kept nearly falling out of them.
His terrified wife Merle watching on helplessly as Albie grabbed the intruder's leg, attempting a citizen's arrest.
And I'm trying to grab him at his foot, and when he got his leg away, that's when he started laughing. Hi, you can't get me now.
Despite his courage and determination, Albie was limited by his health.
After I've been trying to tackle him, I started to heave and puff.
Fitted with a pacemaker and undergoing treatment for prostate cancer, the incident landed him in hospital on the brink of a heart attack.
And if anything happens to him, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just go to pieces.
Shaken up by the ordeal, wife Merle knows her husband is lucky to be alive.
I worry a lot about Albie. I still freak out occasionally and get upset when I think about everything.
While Albie's physically recovered, memories of that night still haunt them.
The slightest noise outside or movement, you know, the dog's barking in the next door and our dog barks. Well, I'm out of bed, jump, quick.
There are two people forgotten in the system today. They are the youth caught up in our justice system and caught up in our broken social system, and they are the victims.
3 days of public hearings into youth crime in Queensland were held at Parliament this week. Victims, experts and advocates all giving evidence, all echoing the same sentiment. Targeting the consequences, not the cause, isn't working.
And almost all children who are imprisoned in youth detention in Queensland reoffend within 12 months.
Tom Alsop of Peak Care Queensland and leader of Voice for Victims, Ben Cannon, both speaking to the committee.
You know, when you speak to police and other lawmakers, the crimes that children are committing today, they certainly weren't committing years ago on the numbers and the magnitude they are.
People are getting attacked with tomahawks and swords and samurai swords and whatnot. When they go to court, it's just like a slap on the wrist. You're a bad boy. In our days, my kids wasn't in by sunset. I wanted to know why.
And I wouldn't mess with you, Albie. Good on you, but just be careful, right? And look after yourself.